Elyria is home. You know, I said, you know, even for myself is, you know, I've always wanted to work within this community because the community has given so much to me. And I think a lot of people have that same, you know, mindset. You know, even just today, you know, we hired a teacher who'd worked in another district, and she's like, you know, now I get to finally be a pioneer like my kids. So, you know, I just think, you know, a lot of people look at Elyria, the city and the schools, you know, together as one home for everybody.
So I was born and raised in Elyria. I started Elyria Schools in 2nd grade all the way through high school. So I graduated in 2000. My kids now go to Elyria, so I've never left. I just kind of stayed around and lived in the St. Jude's area and continued to be part of Elyria.
I think the sense of community in Elyria is one that has a lot of rich history. My experience is the involvement in the church. I think from a very young age, I can remember my connection to Elyria with my roots at our church. And from there, our church would expand out and do things within the community. I remember as a young child just being involved in different things that connected me to the community. One was a baton corps I was involved in, and one was a swim team at the local Elyria Parks and Rec. The sense of community for me, since I'm from Elyria, I can remember the Apple Festival and all the wonderful things that we did there as a young child. So those things have evolved over the years and have gotten stronger over the years.
I've been able to develop relationships with people in the community that I normally wouldn't have, and it has just led to me doing other things in the community and being more involved with development and things like that that's happening just to make Elyria stronger, not just in the school systems, but beyond.
Elyria is a very welcoming environment. So as a new teacher, I felt very supported by not just the building staff and the administration, the teachers that I worked with, but I also felt very supported by the people who work in our central office building, the superintendent, and the resources here between academic services and our student services department. I've felt supported at every turn in all my roles.
I think that it's the family aspect of it. It's growing up here. It's knowing the families of the kids, of whenever I have a kid who might do something they shouldn't do, being able to say, well, you know, I know the person's older brother or cousin or aunt or uncle. There's a family atmosphere, everything that we do. I was just at a wedding last weekend, and it was an Elyria teacher getting married. And I think there was 10 of us total down there that work for the district. So, and I don't think you get that at a lot of districts. There were other teachers there that say you don't get that at a lot of other districts. So it's just, I think that family atmosphere is what kind of brought me here and keeps me here.
Maintenance department, it's more like a family. It just, you have your friends, even, not so much just the maintenance department, it's everybody who works with the district.
I think for me, working in the SPED department and even working in Elyria Schools, period, it was my why. You know, they always say there are 2 important days, the day you're born and the day you find out why you were born. This is definitely part of my why, and Elyria City Schools allowed that to happen for me because it wasn't so big that the children are just a number. So, and it allowed me, like I said, to develop relationships. So I've, over the years, worked from kindergarten up to 12th grade. So I've been able to develop relationships with staff, with parents, and more importantly, with the students.
One of the things I'm most proud of is the recruiting of the community members and outside the community. But there are so many different jobs that you can come in to Elyria City Schools and be a part of. And one of the really wonderful things is, let's say you come in as a food service worker and then you find out, hey, there are other positions I'm qualified for. Can I move to those? You have to get in the system to figure out what you really want to do. And the nice thing about Elyria City Schools, it has so many different opportunities and so many places you can work, whether you'd prefer to work in the district offices, prefer to work in a school building, prefer to work at night when the kids aren't around, or when it's better for your family. All of those things are possible in the Elyria City Schools, and there's opportunity for growth.
I would say that there's many opportunities. Just because you apply for one position doesn't mean that you won't get something else. I played for a few other different positions that I didn't get, and I felt a little defeated, but then I'm right where I was supposed to be. So I think that you have different opportunities to pick different avenues that you want and continue to grow. I mean, there's so many different hours and adjustments that you can make for schedules that for your personal family that you can continue to pick however much you want to continue to try and better yourself.
So we post all our positions on our district website. We share them, as a district on our social media. But when speaking with candidates and surveying candidates, the biggest resource for recruitment for new employees in our district are our own staff members. Our staff members, talking with their friends and colleagues in other districts and other workplaces, just talking about how great their experiences are working in Elyria Schools, and that really benefits us with filling our positions. I think a lot of what they share with their colleagues, what we talked about is all the different resources we have to assist them in their classrooms or in their jobs, but just a lot of the things that we promote within our district is with redoing our strategic plan, with putting an emphasis on equity, and all the work that our district has started with building, developing our equity plan in the district, and expanding that outward. I think that appeals to a lot of people that we're a very inclusive and accepting district that's just wants to bring in the best people possible to work with our students.
So if somebody is looking for a job in Elyria City Schools, I would tell you that a job in Elyria means you will have found your home, like I did, because you will find the support not only of the people in the district, but the community members. You will build strong relationships with students and families, and those relationships with students will grow until you hire your first one, which I got to do this year. You will find the support of the people you work alongside and the people you work for in the district.
I would say that the Elyria City Schools has done an amazing job at having our staff feel like they're prepared for the classroom, providing the resources that they need in order to excel in the classroom. And the partnerships between the city and the school are not only progressive, are not only current, but we also have potential. And in my mind, that means that we have tons of work to still do, but that work is work that is beneficial for all of our students. So it's been a pleasure to work for Elyria City Schools as long as I have. And I too, as an educator, am challenged and I'm growing and I'm thriving. And I would hope that would happen with any staff member that would want to come to Elyria City Schools.
This is my 33rd year in the Elyria City Schools, and I couldn't be more proud of the work we've done in all the years I've been here, but more so, what a great place it is to work. I really truly do believe that it's a privilege to work in this school system. The support we offer for our staff, whether it be a teacher or custodian, the academic services department, the student services department, the operations department, the communications department, we all work together to do what's best for our families, in the community, and our students. And I couldn't be more proud.
I believe that anybody can have that gratification here. I believe that working and living in Elyria can be a positive for anybody looking for something positive. You're always going to find people looking for negative, but giving Elyria a chance was the best decision that I made, because I very much get to be me, and I get to bring my skill sets and my talents to the table and know that there's a place at the table for me. So I guess I would say, if you're really looking for a district that's going to open their arms to you, give you a chance to grow, listen to your voice, and allow you to feel satisfied, Elyria is it. If you're still searching for your why, Elyria is it. If you know your why, Elyria is it. If you're not even sure where you stand and you're starting off, Elyria is a great place to start. If you've been doing this for years and you want to change and you want to see something that's really moving forward, Elyria is the place to be. I truly believe that in my heart, because it's happened for me.
One of the hardest things about applying for the job is just applying. It's easy to do. Go online, fill out an application, and you get the hard part done. The rest goes pretty easy. You'll be glad you did it, and I hope to see you soon.